Alright, welcome to RPG Maker. We are going to learn how to create a shop today. Shop processing will be the event command that we're learning. So first of all, we still have our map that we've been playing around with here. And we're going to need to pick one of these buildings to be a shop. And so let's go ahead and just make it this one up here in the corner. So if I go to my tile set, I want to create maybe a weapon shop. We'll put a little weapon sign above the shop. I don't currently have any maps that we can go into to create a transfer. So instead of building out a whole weapon shop, I'm just going to very quickly load one into this. So we have weapon shop. Okay. And then real quick, I'm going to create the transfer into the weapon shop from small town to weapon right there. Okay. Go up. Okay. Weapon shop, I need to be able to get out. Create the transfer from weapon shop to small town. And remember, you can put somebody a transfer to end up on a spot that's a different transfer in. So when they transfer here, it's not going to transfer them back in and then transfer them back out and transfer them back in until they leave the tile and come back. Then the transfer will activate. So feel free to do that. If you don't like doing that, just put them right there. But it always looks more realistic if you put them right on the door. Have them face down. Alright, so now we have our town leading into our weapon shop. And so what we're going to need to do is create an event. Who's going to be my shopkeeper? You need to pick any one of these people. So let's go ahead and look for maybe this guy wearing armor. People 3. Okay. I always like to put a greeting. Here he is. Top of the morning to you. Alright, okay. Now all we're going to do is find the event command. In one of these tabs it says shop processing. It's right here, and this is where you put your merchandise. So this is a weapon shop. So anytime you go into a shop, you have the ability to buy stuff. You can also sell it. So if you want to be able to sell your stuff, so for instance, maybe when you walk into the third or fourth weapon shop of the game, you can sell your old weapons to buy new ones. That's something you can allow. If you don't want people to be able to sell stuff in certain places, just click purchase only. Double click, and this is where you're going to select what's going to be sold. Now when you go to the database and you set your price, if you leave it at standard, whatever the price is in the database, that's how much it's going to cost in the store. If I click specify, I get to pick the price if I want it to be different. So maybe you have an item that is X amount of dollars normally, but maybe in this store you want it to be cheaper. Click specify, lower the price, done deal. Anything you add is just going to go right here. So I'm just going to show you what it looks like just to add everything. And of course everything's 500. You're going to want to probably not have all your weapons be the exact same price. But that's shop processing. Okie doke. And then afterwards, I will always throw in kind of another salutation here. Thank you for your business. Apply. So action button, same. We don't want him to move. Perfect. Let's try it out. Actually, let's just go skip all the additions. Goes right in. I should be able to walk right up to him. Top of the morning to you. There they are. Now keep in mind, wherever, so look at the top, there's no, in this area, there's no description for these. We just haven't added them in the database yet. These are the descriptions that we did add. So when you put a description in the database, that's where it's going to show up. Whenever you walk into a store, you're also able to, like I said, sell stuff, and you can sell anything. It doesn't have to be weapons only in a weapon shop. And so that's how you create a weapon store. Real quick, let's create an item shop. I'm not going to create the transfer, I just want you to see what it looks like. Again, we're going to find a shopkeeper. Let's do this sweet old lady. We're going to go here, show text, find her face. There she is. Greetings, she says. Next, we go back to shop processing. And we throw in the potion and the magic water. And so you can see these are all different prices. Normally what I'll try to do is, just to make it look better, I will always have the prices go, so we didn't even assign a value for that, in order from cheapest to most expensive. Okay, apply. Go back to show text. Have a wonderful day. Make it top, preview, have a wonderful day. Okay. Window top, boom, apply. And that's it. Now when I walk up to this lady and talk to her, I'll be able to buy anything I want that I've put in that shop. And make sure you customize every single one. Let me show you one last thing. So you have the chance to put items. I try not to mix them. If you wanted to create a general store where you're selling items and weapons and armor, you could, but try to be specific in each store. And so outside of this, like for instance, if we made this the item shop, there's plenty of things. So there's like a little bag of loot right here. Switch to map mode. I can just throw it up right there, and that becomes my item shop. And that's it. That's how you create shops. And so go ahead and get started adding some of your shops. You don't want to have too many shops, and you don't want your items to be too inexpensive that they can buy, 30 potions and basically be healing themselves. If something's very expensive, you can also add it in a couple different locations in a treasure chest. That way they're not always having to spend money, but you don't want the game to be too easy.